Hey, it's Carly Rae here, and welcome to my Hey, it's Carly Rae book club on YouTube. Today, it is virtual book review day on my channel, and I'm so excited because I have been looking forward to doing this review for like weeks, okay? As you guys know, maybe you don't, I love Disney. So what does that mean? That means I love fairy tale retellings, and I have been reading so many fairy tale retellings that I can't even count them on one hand anymore, okay? But I decided there is one standout fairy tale retelling that I need to talk about on my channel because you guys need to read it too. Now, before I reveal which fairy tale retelling we're going to be talking about today on Hey, it's Carly Rae, you guys need to hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell to be alerted of all the new videos on my channel, and then you guys can give me a thumbs up on this video. So, without further ado, what book are we going to be talking about today on Hey, it's Carly Rae? It is The Evil Queen by Gena Showalter. Okay, here's a close-up of this amazing cover. So the reason I got this book is, okay, one, when I'm book shopping, I always look at the cover. Hello, love this cover. And the title, hello, the title, The Evil Queen. It immediately caught my attention, and I got it. Now, as you guys can see, it is like a little thicker novel, so we're going to be talking about the length of this book, what it's about, and everything like that. But be sure to know this is a spoiler-free video, so if you guys haven't read it, don't worry about it. But if you guys do have your copy, you guys can hit the pause button, go and grab it, and then come back, because we're going to be talking about all things The Evil Queen. So get ready. So what is The Evil Queen about? Okay, so that was like my very first question as well, because we got the title, we got the cover, we got the author, so what's it about? This is a modern fantasy retelling of Snow White centering around the character of Everly Morrow. Now, Everly lives in like the real world, and she loves mirrors. She loves looking at herself in the mirror and everything like that, and she never really understands why. She has a twin sister, Hartley, who has like this special connection to animals as well, and neither one of them like find it like super out of the ordinary. Like Everly and Hartley, it's like them against the world, and they have their mom and dad that are very loving towards them and everything like that. So we get to see like this picture perfect family in like the very second chapter. So then Everly starts to like, you know, develop her powers that she doesn't know she has. She has like amazing powers that are so strong, and she doesn't know how to control them because she's never even heard of like Enchantia, which was her place of birth. So I won't give any spoilers away, but I will say Everly leaves her twin sister Hartley behind, even though it's like really hard for her, and goes to Enchantia to figure out more about her powers, like what's going on with all these secrets that she didn't know was around her. So she starts to figure out that like, yes, this is like a prophecy. Everly is part of the Snow White prophecy, and it's like Gena Showalter wrote this book in such an original way that like I loved how original it was ultimately. So Everly goes back to Enchantia. She meets Prince Roth, Charmaine, who is Prince Charming, and he is also part of the prophecy. She also meets Princess Truly. She also meets Saxon and Vikander and Reese, and they basically go on this journey, and in the middle of it, Everly discovers she is a sorcerer. Now, sorcerers, nobody, like, they're, like, basically, like, gone in Enchantia because sorcerers are able to siphon powers from other magical beings able to kill them. So they are, like, beings that nobody wants anything to do with, and, like, if they see one, they want to kill one. So Everly decides, because she's got a little something going on with Roth, that nobody's going to find out what she is. And she's going to figure out how to control siphoning because she doesn't want to, like, kill people with her powers. So she's dealing with all this like internal struggle, and we get to see her as like the evil queen. But now Prince Roth, he plays a part in this prophecy, and he's like, you know, they got something going on with the evil queen, but is she really the evil queen? That's what you guys will have to find out. This is like a prophecy mystery YA fantasy retelling where all these people have different parts to play in this prophecy, but you don't know which character they are. So you get like the 7 dwarfs, you get obviously Snow White, Prince Charming, and you get to kind of guess which character is which throughout it, basically until like the end, which I absolutely loved. I thought the characters were really well developed. I enjoyed reading all the different relationships in it, and I thought Gena Showalter, she has a knack for writing like romance, okay, and she did awesome in writing the romance of Everly, I guess we can call her Princess Everly, and Prince Roth. I thought they were great together, and we get to see both sides of them. Like he I guess, like, he doesn't always know. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. This can be really hard. But he does not like sorcerers. So, again, that creates conflict. And then you kind of get to see what happens. Like, does he find out, like, what she really is? Because, you know, she doesn't tell anyone. So, does he discover that? So, yeah, I really, really enjoyed this retelling. There are trolls in this book. Awesome. There are castles. It's like Fairytale mixed with like an action-packed YA fantasy book, and had like everything that I loved, okay? The YA romance in the book was spot on. I absolutely loved it. I loved the mystery. There's a huge twist at the end that I did not see coming that I really, really, really enjoyed. And I thought it added great I guess, elements to this plot that I didn't see coming. So definitely that has me wanting book 2, which you guys can already see it on my shelf right here. The Glass Queen, that's book 2. I've already read it. And it brings back the character of Saxon that we meet in The Evil Queen into the second one. So I thought that was great. I really, really enjoyed that. So yeah, Snow White fantasy retelling. Again, it has handsome prince, it has a strong protagonist, it has conflict, it has action, and it has mystery. So as you guys know, those are like everything that I love in a book, and I absolutely adored the world building of Enchantia. I thought it was great. I read a lot of fantasy retellings. As you guys know, I've been reading a lot of fairy tale retellings, and I thought Enchantia was written in such an original way that I really enjoyed it. And again, I really enjoyed all the twists and turns that Gena Showalter had in this book. I will say I did find the length of it like kind of long, as you guys can see in this book. I mean, it was pretty like long. I thought for a fantasy retelling it was almost like 500 pages. Now, I will say that I think it needed to be maybe that long just so we like kind of got a grip of it, but I did think it could be cut down a little. I thought some parts were a little redundant. That's just my opinion, but I still give this book a 5 out of 5 because it is the best fairy tale retelling I have read recently. So I wanted to come on here and talk about The Evil Queen because a lot of you guys have been messaging me, asking me what books to read, and you guys have been wanting more fairy tale retelling. So I would say definitely start with Gena Showalter's. And if you guys do like YA romance with like a hint of steamy in it, this is your book, okay? So I posted on my social media, as you guys know, about The Evil Queen, talking about this was one I was so excited to do, and I had so many questions about this book. So I picked out 6 that we're going to be talking about today in our Q&A session on this video. So let's get started. So the first question that I got is Lucy from Instagram. Hey Lucy, you said, would you read another Showalter book? Yes, okay. Now, Gena Showalter writes in different genres, and I absolutely love that. So if you guys aren't a fan of like YA fantasy, she also has romance and everything like that. So great like variety, and you can really tell that she knows her different genres, and she's able to place that in to like her YA fantasy. Like I said, there is like a great romance in this book. I loved all of the characters, and again, I thought they were well developed. So I will be reading another Gena Showalter book. Which one will it be? You guys can recommend which one it needs to be in the comments below. Amelia from Twitter. Hey Amelia, you said, did you think the book was too long? Okay, I kind of touched on that. I did think it was a little long. However, this book is so like original and complex that like there are parts where I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of long. But then I'm like, you know, if you take some of those parts away, would it be explained? So that was where I was a little hesitant to, you know, really downgrade my star rating. This is why I still give it a 5 out of 5. I recommend checking out this book. Because yes, it was a little long, but I think it needed to be. Let me know your thoughts on that. Adam from Facebook. Hey Adam, you said, what did you think of the romance? The romance in this book was spot on. I love Prince Roth and I love Everly. I thought they were great characters together and apart, but I especially loved their scenes together. Okay, we had a little bit of steam going on, and I love some YA with some steam, okay? So I was a huge fan of the romance, okay? And if you guys love YA romance, definitely check this book out. Connor from Instagram. Hey Connor, you said, how was the world building? I kind of touched on this. I thought the world building of Enchantia was great. I loved the different elements. I loved their journey. I loved everything about the world building in Enchantia. Great job. Loved it. Ellie from Twitter. Hey Ellie, you said on a scale of 1 to 10, how good was this retelling? I give it a 10 because I loved this retelling. It was something original, fresh. I haven't read anything like it, and I just thought it was great how she wrote it and how she was able to intertwine the story of Snow White into the Evil Queen. So love it. I want like 20 other books of retellings, okay? Lily from Facebook. Hey Lily, you said, who was your favorite character? My favorite character, I really did enjoy the character of Prince Roth. I thought he was great. Hello, he was like super like hotness goodness, okay? So loved Prince Roth. I thought he was really well developed. I also did like Everly. I liked how we got to see the different sides of her, and I really did enjoy the character of Hartley. I would love like to see a little more of her because I really, really enjoyed her as a character. I thought she was great, and I loved her with the animals. So overall, enjoyed the Evil Queen. So that concludes today's Q&A session on Hey, It's Carly Rae. You guys can stay tuned because I'm going to be reviewing The Glass Queen by Gena Showalter in the coming week. So stay tuned for what I think about that retelling of Cinderella. You guys can comment below. Let me know your thoughts on The Evil Queen if you have read it, what you liked about it, and then if you have read it, what you didn't like about it. I'd love to hear both sides of you guys' stories and again, what you guys think. So again, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell if you want to see more videos like this. If you guys are on social media, you guys can follow me on Instagram at HeyitsCarlyRae. If you guys are on Twitter, you guys can follow me at HeyitsCarlyRae1. If you guys are on Tumblr, you guys can follow me at HeyitsCarlyRae. On Pinterest at HeyitsCarlyRae. And then Facebook, you guys can follow me at HeyitsCarlyRae or HeyitsCarlyRae's Book Club. I always post about books, fashion, and everything like that. So I'd love to hear more from you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye!
Say I don't answer the messages or pick up my phone. Say we all need some time just to say